Let's be real. College life isn't just about classes, quizzes, waking up in the morning, contemplating whether you want to go to class or not, the insanely long Tim Hortons line, overly caffeinating yourself. But it's also about friendships, leadership, messy group projects, drama. I feel like it's time to bring in other people, guests, professors, students, my friends, to share crazy personal stories, insights, fun challenges, and so much more. We're talking awkward moments, big wins, life lessons, served with a side of humor. Catch me bi-weekly and let the plot thicken. I'm your host, Devansh. This is the Student Voice Podcast. Today, we're talking about something that can truly level up your college experience, getting involved on campus and growing connections. Now, I get it. In between classes, quizzes, exams, or maybe even a part-time job, it can feel like there's zero time to fit anything else. So today, I'm giving you the ultimate cheat code to grow your social connections, build a strong community, and stand up for a cause that matters to you. This semester, you have the opportunity to make your voice heard. And you might be wondering, how? Well, it's by voting for the board of directors on March 20th and 21st. This isn't just any vote. You will be voting for the people who are going to shape your college campus experience. These people will make important decisions on your behalf. But before you cast your vote, here's something even better. The All Candidates Forum and the special general meeting on March 13th from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. This is where you can meet the candidates face-to-face, get to know about their governance priorities, meet student leaders and peers. And did I mention that there's food, prizes, and swag giveaway? To break it all down and tell you why this is a must-attend event, we have a very special guest joining us today. He's been absolutely killing it in the world of leadership and growing connections for the last 3 years. He knows everything about making an impact. So please give a big student voice welcome to CCSAI President Ajane Adams. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. How are you doing today?
I am doing well, Devansh. I'm doing well.
Interesting. This feels like such a reunion moment.
It is.
And we're
amazing.
so excited to have you. The audience is so excited to have you. I really want to start off our conversation by asking you to share a little insight on what exactly does the board of directors do and why does it matter to students?
The Student Association, as it is, call it CCSAI. We are an entity on our own, an organization that primarily advocate for students. We always say students are the owners of the association as they pay into it. They are the members of the association. And this organization needs someone to be at the head of it, to run the organization and to make strategic decisions on behalf of the students. And in so doing, what happens is that each year we elect vice presidents and president who serve on the board of directors. Each organization, or I would say company, according to the Ontario Non-for-Profit Act, needs to have a board of directors. And so the board of directors are the head of the organization elected by the students to operate and lead the organization strategically. So that is one of the reasons why I think it's important for students to participate, because again, they have an opportunity to represent the students who we serve.
Interesting. And I know I briefly mentioned about the special general meeting in the All Candidates Forum, which is happening on March 13th. Can you tell us why students should attend it and what they can expect from it?
So, yes, this is where we make very huge decisions. For example, this year is a huge year for us because we have completed our strategic plan for the next 5 years. So that's the strategic direction of the organization for the next 5 years around advocacy, around the services we provided, around satisfaction for students and how we can help alleviate barriers for them. And so we'll be doing a brief consultation on the finalization of the strategic plan at the SGM. We'll give an update on that, but also bylaws. So the bylaws are the governing laws of the organization that everybody at CCSAI has to follow, including the board of directors. So the board of directors have realized that there are some bylaws that may serve as barriers, right, for students, whereas we need to edit or update. We're also including edits around the Indigenous student rep, who we just recently have an appointed Indigenous student rep in the bylaws. So we are going to make strategic decisions on updating our bylaws, and the students, the members of the association, are the ones who vote on these things, and they do it specifically at the special general meeting. And then not only that, for the forum itself, now this is where, students are able to see. Right after the special general meeting, we'll transition into the forum where we'll meet the candidates for the 2025-2026 elections. So I'm excited for it. You get to learn about them, you get to see them in action, you get to hear what their mandates are, and it's very, very important. I feel like any election is important, and it's quite amazing how we do have elections in the province, in our school, and also federally as well. So it's a great time to be a political lover, I would say, a politics lover.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm so excited to attend both the events. Now, I know you've been doing this for over 3 years. What is the most unexpected thing that you've learned about yourself within that time?
So I would say navigating the journey of leadership. I have had a lot of experience in theory about, when it comes down to leadership development, organizational building, all of that, because I went to school, I studied these things, I have certifications for it. However, it's for the first time, even though I was working in a different capacity in corporate Canada, coming into this space, it was a whole different ballgame for me. In corporate Canada, there's no need for anybody to be humble. But here, you have to lead with empathy. You have to lead with meekness. You have to be humble. You have to be kind and understanding. And what I've learned mostly about myself is that my empathy is what actually guides me through my advocacy. It was also a shocker for me to realize that being the president, it doesn't necessarily mean you're able to wave a wand. I have this fuel inside of me that gets me going. But at the end of the day, you can't do it on your own, right? I need staff. I need my team, my vice president. I also need the students themselves to help me push the agenda and advocacy for them. And so, again, learning about myself, I realized it's not always just going to be me. It's okay for me to give other people the opportunity to come within and work together and advocate together. So I would say the most shocking thing for me is like learning that my empathetic ways is not necessarily a flaw, but rather a superpower for me to utilize and push my agenda.
I'm so grateful because I've got to experience that firsthand. And yeah.
And it's true. This is why it matters to always treat people with love and kindness. Because I remember Devansh from 2 years ago, I was a brand new president. When he came to me with his eyes all watered, and he was like, I had full face of makeup, the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, oh my God. And then he was so sad. I was like, what's going on? He's like, I feel like everybody's staring at me. And, and I understood what he meant because that was me too in the beginning. And I remember at that point, when that was me, I wish I had someone to help guide me and just to say, I have you. And I remember I had a meeting, which I was about 30 minutes late for because I took Devansh and walked around the entire campus. I said, look, there's gay right there. There's a gay right there. There's a gay. Look, how much gay people are there? I'm gay, by the way, right? You were very shy, very quiet. No, you're everywhere. I'm the one looking up to you, which is kind of crazy. So that's one of the reasons why I want to go back to this whole vice president and student going out and, participating. Even if they don't get elected, there are many ways, especially with our strategic plan right now, there are going to be many ways for students to participate in a leadership way. Well, real quick and mention that we are going to have committees where students are able to come in and join these committees and participate in CCSAI work. They'll be a part of many different pieces of CCSAI, called President's Executive Committee. They have the Finance Committee. You have all these other committees that are coming up that students are actively able to perform in and participate in. So
it was incredible, whatever you just said. Well, before we move further, I have a little dare for you. Now, we've all seen your convincing powers. I want the viewers and listeners to experience it themselves. I dare you to call someone right now and demand $100.
Demand?
Don't ask. Just demand. Just go crazy. Without telling them that, I'll e-transfer you later. Just go crazy.
I don't, it's not like, I'm in distress and need $100. Does it matter how I ask for it?
I mean, you can be dramatic.
Okay. So I'm going to call my vice president for Downsview, Kushbir, because I think he's probably the kindest one on my team, right? Hold on. And put it on speaker. All right, I'm going to call another VP. I think Baljit. Then again, they're full-time students, so they're probably in class. Oh, I know who to call. 1 second. Hope he answers me.
Hello.
Logan, yo, what's up?
What's up?
Wording. I need you, like, urgent. Don't even ask me any questions about it. I need you to e-transfer me $100 right now, please. It's very, very urgent.
All right.
All right, I'll text you the details.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Well, that was
like,
I love that.
oh my God, I hope when I call all of you and ask for 100, I'll be calling everybody tonight and asking for $100. If that's how easy it is, that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God, we're right for next month. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah.
Wonderful. Well,
Okay.
we saw how easy it was. And it was incredible talking to you. Truly, your journey and your passion for building a community and standing up for things that really matter is so inspiring. And I feel like we all look up to you so much. And thank you so much, because this was a great conversation.
Thank you.
Well, you saw AJ's convincing powers. Let's hear from the candidates and see if they can convince you to cast a vote for them. I asked some fun, lighthearted, rapid-fire questions to them, and here's what they had to say. What's your favorite place to hang out on campus?
The pool table.
Lobby, CCSAI Student Center lawns.
Wherever the friends are hanging out.
CCSI building.
The kitchenette at the Performing Arts.
The Student Center.
Favorite form of self-care?
Hot baths.
Listen to music. Taking a nap.
A bowl of instant noodles.
I play games.
Going to the gym.
Eating.
Favorite service or resource on campus?
The go-on-go breakfast.
Library.
The availability of emergency devices like laptops.
Is a library.
I love the free pens.
Food bank.
What's the first thing you would do if you were elected?
I would solve many of the main concerns that a lot of students apparently have.
Help students for their financial stability.
I will go to every classroom and thank students for voting me.
Introduce new services.
I'd work with clubs and empower the students.
Having more networking events and opportunities.
Pray for my decisions.
If your campaign had a theme song, what would it be?
Michael Jackson, Beat It.
You Were Not Alone.
Who Says by Selena Gomez.
The Subway Surfers theme song.
It will be Rise Up to the Top.
Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar.
Come alive.
That was such a fun way to see another side of our future student leaders and get to know them personally beyond their policies and campaigns. This is just the beginning. Stay tuned, because we've got so many more conversations coming up. We want to hear from you. Let us know what topics or conversations you would love to hear on the Student Voice. Share your ideas by leaving a comment or DMing us. But before that, I want to ask everyone a question. How did you find or make the first meaningful connection on campus? Was it in a classroom, a club, or just a random encounter? Share your stories and answers by leaving a comment, DMing us, or even sending us a voice note. Your story could inspire someone else and could even be featured on our next episode. Let's keep the conversation going, because your voice matters on the Student Voice.